Hello there, it is October of 2025 and this is your October of 2025 mandala template to play with. This time we have some similar elements that we had in the last one, but we added hearts, stars, and of course sun and moon, which is really fun. I've chosen my pencils, I've got them pre-sharpened. I will link a supply list at some point where you guys can just easily find it on Amazon or in your art store. So this time I chose my colors. I'm gonna focus heavily on blues and aquas again, just because of the whole moon thing. I want it to feel really cool, and as in cool temperature, but also cool. So that's what I'm doing. These are the markers that I've chosen that I might do some outlining with. And then in case there's little areas that need touch up, like right here, I see this is actually missing the third petal. So anything else we need to add in, but that's why oh, here's another one. That's why I keep the Sharpie fine point handy. Now, just like last time, this is going to be your simple one, and then I've also added lines where you'll have one that's a little more challenging when you decide you're ready to take that leap. So I am going to start with, I did pre-sharpen, so you don't have to watch me do that this time. I'm going to start with just laying down some blue, and I'm not even going to give it much thought. I'm just going to jump in. This time I will try to make the tutorial a little shorter. I know that the first time, September of 2025, because it was the first one, I went into a good bit more detail, and I don't want all of the videos to be that long because I feel like it gets a little tedious for you. So I'm going to color a little bit. This one is Peacock Blue. And again, they're my Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. Okay, so I really, really like this Peacock Blue. So I decided to use it in lots of places. The camera was off for maybe 10 minutes. I didn't time it, but it doesn't matter how long you take, you know, just take your time and enjoy it. And the other thing I thought about was I wanted to mention, you don't have to do the entire mandala in one sitting. You know, it might take an hour to do one. And if you don't have an hour, don't let that stop you from starting, because you can just devote 10 or 15 minutes a day, or maybe you just do 1 or 2 colors a day. It still is going to be such a beneficial process that I don't want you not to start for fear of not having enough time. Make sense? All right, so I love this Peacock Blue. I probably will put it somewhere else, but right now I'm going to put it above the Sharpie to let myself know that I've already used that one. I'm going to fill in these spaces with the aquamarine. This time I'm using, remember the first time we did the simple one, I was using kind of a light pressure, and then on the more embellished September mandala, for whatever reason, I was really bearing down hard. I don't know if I was trying to work through some stuff inside my head. This time I'm using a medium pressure to start with, all the way around. So I'm going to go around and put this really pretty aquamarine and in a couple of places. Now see, I don't know if you can see, but right here it actually went over the line a little bit, which of course drives me crazy, and of course it's not supposed to, but I think I'm gonna also put the aquamarine inside of here. See that? So it'll cover that up, and I think it's going to look really soft and pretty. So that's where I'm headed. This time I will note the time, just so you'll have an idea of how long the camera's off. And like I said, it doesn't matter. You don't have to limit yourself. The idea actually is to not pay attention to time and let the exercise take you away and melt time away, so that you just get into your kind of meditative state without trying. That's what's so beautiful about it. I know I'm one who has a hard time meditating. I love it when I can get in that nice space. It's so relaxing and just feels so good and connected, and but it's hard for me to turn my mind off. My mind is constantly going, and so this type of it really is art therapy. But this type of work really just helps me let go of everything and relax and get into that really, really kind of blissful, transcendent state. So I'm going, now the point's getting worn down a little bit, and see it's just coloring a lot smoother because of that. But anyway, all right, I'll be back. This time I'll tell you how long I was gone. All right, so I did look at the clock this time. It was 10 minutes. So in those 10 minutes that the camera was off, I added the aquamarine here and here, and then I decided to do it with firmer pressure on these. And I didn't even notice this before. This is what I mean when I say your eye doesn't notice all the imperfections. So this pattern should be alternated all the way around, and here it was 2 side by side, which is no big deal. Like, I didn't even notice it at first. But then what's interesting is it was duplicated down here. So I'm just going to do the last one with you. So that was 10 minutes with this color, the aquamarine. And I'm going to go ahead and jump to the yellow, which, you know, you can do whatever you want. The sun does not have to be yellow. That's the cool thing about doing your own art. You could make the sun's face purple or green or red or blue or black or whatever you want. You get to make your art however you want to. That's part of the therapeutic part of it, is being creative, and we talked about in the last one. For anybody who missed September tutorial, it does have a little more detail, and so if you want to hear a little more detail, look for that video either in the classroom on Skool or on YouTube. There's the sun, and I do love that this side is coming out darker. I'm pressing down harder. We'll leave this side lighter over here. I really love that. We'll do a little shadow at the nose, make some dimension, a little shadow at the mouth, under the eyes. There we go. Make it pop just a little bit, right? I know. All right, so what else is going to be yellow? I think the stars. The stars are going to be yellow. That's an obvious choice to me. It gets the yellow into the next circle and kind of ties things together. And I didn't want a whole lot of yellow in this one because I want it to be kind of serene nighttime scene. Here's another imperfection I noticed. All these little hearts around. Some of them have lines connecting to the circle and some do not, which is not a problem. But this one, like, the heart somehow got inverted and it looks more like a flame than a heart. So since it's a flame, I think I will color that one yellow. So I'm going to make the hearts purple. So like I said, hearts don't have to be red or pink. Suns don't have to be yellow. That's my thought process. Next, I'm going to color hearts in this ultramarine, and I will be back with you. Not a whole lot of teaching going on here, but I thought it might be instructive just to kind of hang out and watch the process quietly a little bit. I'm really loving these 3 different shades of blue together. I think it's going to be interesting. I've got to find some way to introduce a little bit more color without changing what I've got so far. So basically, you just kind of let the piece of art tell you. That's the biggest thing, I think, about doing mandala work, is you don't try to force anything. I mean, every time I start out with an idea, especially ones that where I'm drawing the design, I have an idea, but as I go, it definitely tells me what colors it needs, or what designs it needs, or what symbols it needs, imagery. So it kind of reveals itself to you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Part of the ability, learning the ability to just relax, tune in, and focus your attention. Like right now, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not thinking about the news or my responsibilities next door or cost of groceries or any of those things. Just really focus on the beauty and the harmony and the symbolism and the symmetry. There's so much positive energy coming at you from the piece, and that's all you want to be able to focus on, is just relax into it and enjoy it and let it wash that beautiful positive energy over you, and you feel so much better for doing so. I'm going to go back to the yellow, just a little bit more yellow in these, and I'm going to do a hard side and a soft side so that I don't have to pick a different color, because I don't want too many colors in this one, but I want some variation here. So you might not be able to, like, you wouldn't maybe tune in and notice that when you first looked at it, but what it does is give it some depth and some interest and some variation that adds to the beauty, even if someone doesn't notice that's what you did to create that. Here, I'm really, really liking that. Put some dark pressure under the eyebrows, under the nose, under the mouth, under the eyes. Okay, I don't know what's next, but I'm going to pause and be back with you in a second. So I had forgotten these two hearts, so I went back and did those in the same color as the other hearts, and I decided to go ahead and jump on the moon. And I chose silver because I thought it would really blend with all these nice blues and aquas and teals that we got going on. But this is, it says silver, but from this angle, it really looks like a regular, like HB pencil or something. So I'm not super thrilled with it right now. And it's never been used before, so it's a sharp point, so it's not blending well. So there's a lot going on that I'm not happy with right now, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going and we're gonna fix it and make it where I am happy with it, because that's what we do. You let the mandala tell. Anyway, I don't know if that looks like silver to you. It looks like just a regular old pencil to me. It doesn't look like much color at all. So we're gonna do something to help that out. I think I'm gonna go back to that. Is that the peacock blue? Oh, True Blue. We'll try True Blue. We haven't tried that one yet. I'm gonna add a little blue or something just to try to make this feel a little bit better to me. And maybe I'll just really, really softly go around the edges. A little bit more of a depth or 3D effect like we did with the moon, instead of just, the sun, instead of just flat coloring, right? So just throwing a little color here and there over this moon face. Still not terribly crazy about it, but it's looking better than lead pencil, that's for sure. So since I'm still not happy, I'm going to add some more of this True Blue, and hopefully the silver shines through. That'll blend these colors together and also maybe make it look a little bit more like a moon. I don't know. I didn't think about how hard it would be to color a moon when I printed this, right? I should have given y'all something easier. Okay, so this is it. At least it's kind of pushing the colors together. The white is blending the colors together a little bit and giving it a little bit of a smoother feel. And I guess that's about as good as it's going to get on this old moon. All right, there's the moon. So next, I'm going to do the background here, and I want something very pretty and very light, and maybe a color that we haven't done yet. Let me think. I'm thinking. Yeah, see, sometimes it takes a long time to think. Okay, I got it. I'm going to add a little lilac, little light purple, maybe tie it all together a little bit. I kind of like on this one, I kind of like all the white space, and I'm really liking this lilac kind of, I call it lavender too, lavender looking color. So that's what we'll do there. And then I'm going to bring some of this to the outer circle, and we are almost coming to the end. So I'm gonna color a little bit and I'll be back with y'all. Alrighty, I have made some progress. All right, so I have pretty much finished up. I'm using lilac and true green. I decided to bring in another green. And so we've got lilac in these exterior petals here with a medium pressure all the way around. Of course, I left one to do with you. So there we go. That's the last one of those with a medium pressure. And then I took the true green, and on the ones where there were 3 petals here, 3 leaves, I did dark pressure on the inside one and then a light pressure on the outside one. And then on the petals here that have 2 leaves, I did firm pressure, so a darker true green on both halves. Oh, look, I forgot. Somehow a star got missed. No problem, there we go. And while I was coloring the purple, the lilac, all of a sudden I was out here coloring, all of a sudden I thought, oh, the moon said he needed some purple. And so I added some purple onto the moon, and I'm gonna try again with some white on top of that to see if we can't somehow make him like kind of come together. I think that's looking better. It just kind of looked really flat in the beginning and not like a moon. I think I might do just one more thing. I'm going to pause the camera one more time and then you tell me if you can tell what I did, okay? All right, October 2025 Sun Moon Mandala template is now finished. So the only thing I did was come back and do some little outlining on some of the petals, just to kind of make them stand out a little bit and kind of tie the colors together. And for that I used the Schwan Stabilo marker, but just one color. I thought I might do 3 colors, but I like it just like it is. So I don't mind pointing out to you guys because it's gonna happen to you too, and I don't really stress about it. Like I really went offline here because it was an awkward angle for me working down here. So all 3 of these down here I really messed up on, but it's okay. It is a beautiful piece, and honestly, if anybody just wants to pick on that, then I don't want to hear it. Because I love this. I love these colors. I think this was a really fun one to do. So I'm not going to focus on the mistake. I'm going to focus on how beautiful it came out. So thank you for tuning in. I did make this one a lot shorter on purpose, and like I said, I'm not going to make you sit with me while I color this entire thing, but I might color it and just put it up just so you can see what I came up with on that. It's the exact same design. I just added some extra lines to make it a little more tedious so that it takes you longer, which means you get to relax and center and focus and get into that meditative state for longer. All right, so that is it for October 2025. I will see you next time with November's mandala. I don't know what it will feature. I'm thinking maybe hearts. I enjoyed doing the hearts on this one. So anyway, we will see. So take care, God bless. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Oh, if you haven't yet, check out my Skool community where we will do these every month and lots of other cool stuff too. So the group is called Mandalas Miracles because we are gonna play around with all those wonderful things just to improve your life on so many levels. Take care, love you, bye-bye. Alrighty, here is the finished 2nd October 2025 mandala, Sun and Moon mandala. Here's the simpler one that I did the kind of walkthrough tutorial on, and then this one just has more details. So I did use different colors this time, and I also used varying pressure. Anyway, I left just these last few little outside petals to show you what I mean when I say I normally spin the paper, because I have more control over the pen when my hand is in a comfortable position for me, and then I don't make as many mistakes where when I'm not spinning the paper I'm doing awkward angles like that. So I just wanted to show you, I've mentioned it a few times about spinning the paper, and so I thought I would actually show you what that looks like. So see, my hand is staying in the position that is comfortable for me, and so I'm not as likely to mess up and make mistakes. And I just spin the paper to keep my hand. I wanted some variation, and so I literally went dark, light, dark, light. So on every other one, I went in and darkened the little circle. So that gave it some interest too. So completely different colors and a little more complexity, and maybe a slight bit more different instruction too. So anyways, thank you so much. I do really appreciate your time and appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope that you're downloading your free templates and using them yourself. Like I say, watching me is one thing, but you really have got to get your hands on it, color your own, and eventually I'll get you to the point where you're drawing your own and including your own symbolism, and then it just gets so much more powerful the more you practice. So I do appreciate you. I will see you next time. October 2025 tutorial. It is Halloween today, so I barely squeaked in and got it to you in October. I'll try to do better in November. You guys just download it, color, and have fun. Don't have stress about it. We're getting ready to go a lot deeper as time goes on. All right, love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.